We have quite a lot of testimonies from beneficiaries, the primary beneficiaries and the secondary beneficiaries. We have a case in Epworth where a young person, she was doing Form 3, and because of poverty, she decided to do transactional sex for her to be able to get some money. And then at the school, the Young for Real project was being implemented. And initially, her friend called her to join the project, and she refused. And upon realizing what her friend was now talking about in terms of being empowered with the knowledge around sexual reproductive health issues, around HIV, she decided to join the project. And now she tells us that she has let go of transactional sex. Now she's focusing more on her education, and she has become a champion who also talks to other young people with regards to being young for real and taking care of herself, taking care of her body, and ensuring that she makes the right choices and make the right decisions. And she is now focused on her schooling, and she says she wants to see herself through the career of her choice that she wants to do. She says she wants to be a medical doctor, and we're hopeful that with the direction that she's taken, she might actually get there. We also have case studies also from secondary beneficiaries, our parents and guardians, through the intergenerational community dialogues. Initially, it was unheard of, to have parents, community leaders, service providers, and young people sitting together under the same room or under a tree to discuss sexuality issues, to discuss sex. And through the dialogues, the community leaders began to understand the issues that are affecting young people. As the older generation, we always say, don't do it. I did it and I know what exactly it is like. And the young people will be saying, but you tested it and I also want to test it. Given the dynamics, the changes that are happening in the environment that we live in, the older generation always finds it difficult to understand how the younger generation behaves. Through the dialogues, the young people were able to raise issues that were affecting them, that the older generation was also doing. A case in hand where parents would basically detect what the young person should do in the home. And even if a young person is an issue they want to ask about dating, the parents would just clip them, because when I'm talking about dating, it means now we want to focus on dating and you don't focus on your education. Through the dialogues, the community leaders, the parents and the guardians began to understand what it means to be a role model, because young people were also saying, our parents are not leading by example. They are not being role models. We had a community dialogue in Marange, and this young girl, aged 15, basically stood up and said, under the YPISA program, we are told if you are in a relationship, you should be faithful, so that you don't, if you happen to have sex, you then don't spread around HIV or STIs. You need to be faithful. However, what then they see within their community is they know Mr. So-and-so is having an extramarital relationship with Mrs. So-and-so. And this is an open secret within the community. So how do you expect as young people to listen to you when you're not leading by being role models? So that challenged the parents, that challenged the community leaders. And an action point that was taken from that particular meeting was to say, as parents, as leaders, we need to lead by example. And the chief from that area actually came back to us and said, wow, this was really, really useful, because sometimes we think young people do not see what is happening in the communities. And this has opened our eyes, in the sense that young people actually see everything that is happening in the communities, and they actually follow what is being done by the adults within their communities. The communities are appreciating the projects. in the various districts, in Chiwi, in Bubi, in Marange, and in Epworth. What they're telling us is that, we wish this project could be found in each and every school in the country, because then you will have all the pockets in the country, all the young people in the country at school being informed around sexual reproductive health issues, around HIV issues at an early age. Because from where the project has been implemented, we've seen results. We've seen young people who, from the start of the project, knew very little around sexual reproductive health, knew very little about their own bodies, and did not know what it means to be responsible. And following the intervention, the young people are now able to confidently speak about sexual reproductive health, confidently speak about protecting themselves against STIs, against HIV, and also empowering other young people so that they make the right choices. So the communities have really appreciated the program, and given a situation where resources are available to scale up the project to each and every school in the country, we would actually see a different generation in the next 10 years.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.